my people. Okay, I know it's been like, I don't even know, like a really long time since my last vlog. But I don't know. I think that I've really been struggling a lot, and I didn't want to put up a vlog. Um, Not because I didn't want to express how I feel, because I feel like that's what this whole thing is about. Oh my god, popular. No. I just I didn't want to give other people a bad impression of Argentina, and I've kind of struggled a little bit of it. I think something that's personally something that's like, I don't know. Everybody feels this way. I feel like you want to be respected, you want to have good service, you want to feel accepted, and I think sometimes here people can be quite rude, and I don't think that that's a total encompassing of how all Argentines are, but porteños, people from Argentina, specifically Buenos Aires, are that way. They kind of have an attitude, a little bit of an air about them, and I felt it when I first got here, but then I kind of got used to it. But then lately I think it's really affected me because I first of all, I don't really hang around people that are rude, so like that's something that kind of got to me, but also it kind of got to me too because it's like everybody kind of is that way. It's like a little type of way, and that really kind of made me have bad days sometimes and made me like not want to go outside, and that made me not want to go see other people because I didn't want to be outside around people that were rude. And so I think that had a really strong influence on how I felt and the things that I went through. And I think that's a big reason why I haven't done a vlog in a while. So that being said, welcome to, I don't know, number 4, I think. Number 4 of 4 months. Yeah, guys. Oh, my hand looks weird. So first off, I want to say your girl finally has a little hair tie up. Girl, I can put that hair up. Finally, I've been waiting for a really long time. Yes, I still have a couple like babies that come down, but those will be gone soon. You got it. So I'm gonna take my first drink of water. So let's get into it. Basically, I've been having a decently good time here. I went to Patagonia like a month, 3 weeks ago, I think. That was amazing. If you ever like think about coming to Argentina, put Patagonia on the map. I went to El Calafate and El Chalten. There's like, Patagonia is a huge region. It's also in Chile as well. So, I mean, if you're thinking about Chile or Argentina, it was amazingly beautiful. Like, I could never in my life think I was going to be there. It's a big reason why I chose Argentina, but when I got here, I didn't know if it was going to happen. So when it did, that was really awesome. I had a really awesome time. I got to go kayaking. I went hiking, and I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? Oh, and how could I forget this? I got to see a really beautiful glacier. That was super, super awesome. It was so amazingly beautiful there. It was like so worth it, every penny. Like, and honestly, like looking back on it, it really wasn't that expensive of an adventure. Like in comparison to some things, like it was like decently priced for everything. I really, 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 really enjoyed it. Like, I wish I could go back, like, right this, like, if somebody was like, okay, like, you can go back to Patagonia, like, let's go, I would be like, bitch, I don't even need a pack bag, like, I am on the plane right now, like, thank you, like, I really feel like I could, like, that's a place I feel like I could live, like, it's so peaceful, everyone's really nice, it's like a small area, like a little small town, so it's like really nice, everybody kind of knows each other, but it's like just big enough so it's like not everybody really knows everybody. And it's just like, it was really, really, really perfect. I got to connect with some people that I really am glad that I did connect with her. she's kind of made my experience really awesome here, and she's made being here a little bit happier. She brings a lot of joy to my life. I really love her a lot. And I'm glad that I met her. And I know that if I didn't come here, I would never met her. And I think that's something that makes me really happy for coming here, because sometimes I really am struggling because, like, even though, yes, my Spanish has improved, like, tremendously, I still struggle to speak sometimes. And I think everyone has, like, their, like, in different languages, you have, like, a different personality. And I wouldn't say in English I'm shy, but I would say in Spanish I kind of am shy. Like, you can talk to me and then I will get talking, but in the beginning I kind of, sorry, the lighting is terrible in here. I will, like, start to get better and I will conversate more, but I kind of have to be, like, yanked out of my shell in a lot of ways. But I really appreciate her because she kind of yanks me out of my shell and forces me to do stuff that I'm not always okay with. I don't know, I really... If there's somebody I'm gonna miss, it's definitely gonna be Valerie. I really love her. She's from Germany. Shout out to my girl. I don't know. I've really been thinking about this lately, and it's like, the way I used to throw the word friend around, I really don't anymore. I feel like you really have to make an impact on me and really make me be like, wow, like, I really enjoy being around you. Like, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. You have to do, like, the same push. Like, friendship is a push and pull really, like, thing. It's a two-way street. It's something that you have to give as much as I'm trying to give you. And I think if I'm not feeling like you're giving equally, it's hard for me to go there anymore. I think after college and after seeing a lot of people be treated badly by people that they called their friends, and personally being treated like a certain way by people that I was like, you're my friend, like, I feel like that made me really realize, okay, like, you know what, not everyone is your friend, and not everyone needs to be your friend. I think that's another thing too, is like, you can be really selective with who you choose to spend your time with. Like, it's your fucking time. It's who you want to be. It's what you want to do. Like, you are able to say yes and no, and you're allowed to, like, keep your good vibes on you, and you're allowed to keep those bad vibes away. And if somebody gives you bad vibes, then say, peace out. Like, I got other things to do. I don't know. It's been really cool here. I have really liked it. I have a little more than 2 weeks left. Then I have a week in Uruguay, and then I have a week in Costa Rica. And December 1st, I will be back in the United States. I'm interested to see what my future holds. I think for the first time in my whole life, I've kind of come to terms with the fact that I'll be done with university. I wouldn't say that I'm not nervous about it anymore, but I would say that I am ready for the next step. I don't know what the next step is. I don't know where the next step will take me. I don't even know what I want to do for the next step, but I do know I'm ready for the next step. I'm ready to be like, okay, university is awesome and I've enjoyed it and it's been really cool, but I'm ready to, like, step forward and see what else I can do and who else I can be, and, like, where my talents and my abilities will take me, I don't know, but I'm excited to go and adventure. I'm also excited to be able to free travel, to go to places wherever I want to go, to make plans. Like, I'm going to work for 6 months and I'm going to travel for 6 months, or I'm going to work and I'm going to travel for this amount, and, like, be able to work things out. And I'm excited to start looking for things where maybe that entails, like, a job that entails travel or something like that. I think I'm really ready to go. I'm really ready for university to be over. I'm really ready to just, like, step off the, like, drawbridge or whatever and just, like, jump. I think if I was anywhere else, I don't think I would have been ready. I think being in Argentina and studying here and having the experiences I've had here has really shown me, like, okay, Cambridge, like, you've kind of outgrown university. And I don't think like that's a bad thing at all. I think just like your time comes when you're supposed to be done with university, and I think my time is now. I'm really excited to say that because I think for a long time, even when I first got here, I felt like I was like, you know what, before you leave, like you need to have a plan, you need to have an idea, you need to know exactly what you're going to do. And I think I I know I have no clue what I want to do after, but at least I'm ready to be done. At least I'm ready to say, okay, like, you know what, like this is college. This is the level I got to in college. Yes, one day I want to go to grad school, maybe get my like doctorate. That might push it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm really super passionate about. But I do know I want to go back to school, but this is my level for undergrad, and now I'm ready to take another step up. And I think that's another thing too, is identifying like how much university has forced me to grow, how much university has shown me who I am and what I'm made of and how strong I can really be. And so I know that I can move on and be ready to take the next challenge ahead of me, but I also know that like I'm not going to let myself settle. I know that I'm not going to let myself become complacent. I know where I want to go. I know where my goals are leading me. And I think all in all, that's like really what it takes. It's like make a goal and accomplish it and then keep going. Like don't just hit your goal and stop. Like keep making new goals. Keep seeing a better future. And even if your goal is like something super small, like maybe your goal for right now is to like drink more water. Like, okay, well that's a goal. And then look at all the benefits. You feel better. Your skin is better. You have a better like digestive system. You're enjoying food more. You're like, there's so many different things, you know? So it's like take something, look at it and say, okay, you know what, this is in front of me. How am I going to tackle this and make sure that it benefits me? And I think that's something that I really needed to learn, is like not just, okay, I have this challenge in front of me, let me solve this challenge in front of me, but let me solve this challenge in front of me so that it can benefit me. Like everybody looks at like bad situations and says like, oh my God, this is so terrible. But how about you look at it and say like, okay, like this situation isn't like great, but how can I grow from it? What can I learn from it? Who can I be better that is gonna like help me full circle? I think a lot of people get overwhelmed by the fact that like life is hard sometimes and they forget that like you can do so many things if you just put your mind to it. You just have to focus. And like, you know, it sounds like my mom, like, oh my God. But like, seriously though, like, you know, just like take a step back and look at this situation. Look at it and say like, how can I be better from it? Okay. You know what? And then if there's situations that you're in that you're like, maybe I can't become better from this, then that's when you need to learn to like cut things out. Like don't have 1,000 things on your plate and not be able to deal with one. I think learn to time manage and learn to find things that you're passionate about. Find 5 minutes every day to spend with yourself. That's like the bare minimum. Like personally, here I haven't been really able to do this, but like my true morning ritual is like 2 hours before I need to go anywhere, 2 hours before I really need to be awake or anything like that, and moving and interacting with people, I'll usually spend by myself. I'll spend this is like a genuine morning routine. I will wake up, I'll probably spend like 5 minutes on Instagram. And people are like, oh, that's super bad. Like, you shouldn't like be on your phone on social media. First of all, Instagram is like a very good outlet for me because I get to see a lot of nature pictures, what I really enjoy. I get to see a lot of really awesome, inspirational quotes. I get to see a lot of quotes that are in Spanish. That really helps me. And on top of that, I get to see my news, and that is how I intake knowledge and news. A lot of people want to watch the news. A lot of people want to read the news. I can read it on these little blurbs, and I know exactly what's going on, and I'm totally involved with all of the things, and I found my outlet. Like, some people really enjoy CNN, some, you know, but Mine is Instagram. That's my little blurb on that because I do get annoyed that people are like Instagram, really, that's where you're getting your stuff from. I'm like, yes, because I follow reliable sources. I follow people that are saying things that I'm going to actually understand. And thirdly of all, I'm using a platform for not just like, oh, I want to be an Instagram famous star. Like, okay, like props to all the people that want to be famous, like off Instagram, like go be famous. Like, I don't care. That's not an aspiration in my life. Like, bye, bitch. Okay. Sorry, that's my soapbox. And then I'll spend like 30 minutes doing yoga. That's something I've slacked on here. I used to do yoga like every day. I have gotten better about it because I notice it. Like when my mood really starts to falter, I'm like, okay, what have you not been doing in your life? And I'm like, okay, you know what? I really haven't been focusing on my yoga, or I really haven't been focusing on my meditation, or I really haven't been doing this or that. And then I do them and I feel better and my body feels renewed. So do things like that. Like maybe yours is working out. Maybe you don't like going to the gym. Find a way that you can work out in your home. Like I personally do feel like it's healthy to work out in some capacity. Even if it's like you walk around the block for 30 minutes or something like that. Like get your juices flowing, get your body flowing. And I personally feel like do it by yourself. Because yes, it's nice to have a partner who motivates you, but oftentimes it's like you will get unmotivated and you can unmotivate somebody just as quick as you unmotivate yourself. And it's like hard for like one person to always be like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Like you have to be also the other person. Like, and maybe you need that. Maybe you can find somebody who you can work well with. Personally, I like doing these things by myself for 2 reasons. First of all, because I like to be like have my alone time. And I get distracted really easily when I'm with people, like just in general, like I can't focus. Like I feel like I need to have a conversation with them or be goofy or silly or whatever. And like for me, that's not what yoga is about. Yoga is about like concentrating on yourself and making sure you're doing your poses correctly and you're doing this and that correctly and like you're focusing on your breathing, and there's like a lot of things going on, so it's hard for me to be around people. And secondly of all, I feel like I like to do my little workout by myself is because then if I'm doing something, I'm not becoming competitive. I'm not looking at other people and saying, like, how can I make my poses better? How can I be better? We live in this world of, like, constant competition. It's okay to be competitive. It's okay. Like, it is. If you're a competitive person, like, more props to you. It's okay to be competitive. There's a difference between being competitive and needing to win. And I'm somebody who, when I'm around people, I feel like other people are looking at me, and that makes me feel like I need to become competitive. And I'm really not a competitive person. Like, I'm definitely a cheerleader. And we need competitive people as much as we need cheerleaders in our life. And one is not better than the other. And some people, competitive people will always think that the cheerleaders are like, oh, those are the bystanders in life. Those are the people who are not, like, you know, living life to the fullest. Okay, not sorry, but that's not the truth. Because not being competitive for me personally, I win more and I feel better than when I'm like, I need to be the best and I need to win and this and this and this. You want to know why for me personally? Because then I'm not pushing myself to be something I'm not. Some people are naturally competitive. I'm really not naturally competitive. I think when I was an athlete, I was competitive, but I was competitive because in sports, you need to look for that best thing. But I feel like always internally, I never was like, oh, I want to beat that person. It was more like, oh, I want to get a better time. Oh, I want to do this. I want to drop time so then I can go here. Like, there's all these different ideas. But, and then after I take my time of yoga or my little working out or whatever, then I would shower. Oh my gosh, I miss morning showers. Like, I still gonna take them here, but it's like not the same. Cause like my morning shower would be like as long as I wanted, and then I could like, you know, like hang out and like sit on my bed after my shower and take my time getting ready. And that's something too here. I feel like I don't take my time as much, and which is really crazy to me because it's like here is like such a institution of like take your time, like arrive when you want to, do what you want to do before, like, you know, like you don't have like a time frame. And I've kind of done that, but more it's like I woke up late, so I'm like just saying like, oh, I just took my time this morning, sorry. But I think definitely when I go back to the US, I'm definitely gonna do that. I miss my waking up at 7 a.m. and, like taking my time and being ready around 9ish, because then it's like you spend the time in the morning doing the things that you needed to do so that like later in the day you don't have to worry about like something else. You don't have to do anything else. That's another thing I'm excited for to graduate. No more homework. I think that's a big reason why I'm excited. I have like one of my last assignments that I need to work on. Which it's not due for like 2 weeks, but I'm like almost finished with it anyways. And yeah, after I finish that, it's like that was my last assignment for university, and I'm pretty pumped. But yeah, I think in summation, take time for yourself every day. The bare minimum 5 minutes, like even if it's just like 5 minutes, like you lay on your bed and you scroll through Instagram and you just like decompress, or 5 minutes you just like sit down on your bed, or 5 minutes you meditate, or 5 minutes you, I don't even know, you dance in your room, or like take time for yourself every day and make sure that you're important. And I think when you remember that you're just as important as anyone else, those bad thoughts like kind of go away. So remember, like, watch this video over and over again if it helps you. Never watch it once if you don't like me. No, just kidding. But yeah. Okay. Well, that's it for now. I'm gonna try and make another one before I leave. Don't hold me to this because I can't make true promises at this point in my life. Everyone kind of gets mad at me lately because I'm like, they'll say something and they're like, we should do this. And I'm like, I can't make a promise, but I really feel like I'm not in a place in my life where I can say I can make a promise for definitive, because I really don't even know what's going to go on tomorrow. Like, I have goals to make a self-travel tomorrow, but there's like a 9 out of 10 chance it probably won't happen because I might sleep in. But I'm going to try it my best. Anyways, so that being said, yeah, I'm going to try and make another one, and I'm definitely going to try and make one when I am in Uruguay, because I'm going to be with my bestie Allie and my bestie Amanda, and so we need to make a litmus one. For sure that one will happen. I can't say for sure that I'll make one before I leave. I'm going to try really hard, probably closer to like one of my last days of school. So that being said, as per usual, hashtag drink more water. If you're with me watching this now, drink some water with me. I cannot wait for Brita filtered water. Sorry, Argentina, but your water is trash. I think that's something that I've learned too, when I probably move abroad, because I feel like in my near future I want to live abroad for a little while. I'm going to have to put Brita filter somewhere in my shit, and take that with me. But I mean, if I'm living there, I'm probably gonna have an apartment and stuff like that. So like in a hostel, then I'm not gonna do that. But so, as I said, hashtag drink more water. Hashtag, oh, this is a good one. Hashtag find time for yourself. And hashtag look at the bright side. All right, I'll see y'all in the flippity flop. Peace. Oh.